So, hey guys, today is June 8th. It's the week before Summit, counting down the days. And welcome to our weekly Team Perseverance team call. My name is Dave Atkins. I'm your upline Star Diamond coach and founder of Team Perseverance, and wearing my shirt proudly, our Team Perseverance shirt. For those of you, just so you guys know, they're all in the mail. So you guys should all be getting them in the next couple of days. I know some people got them. If you do get them, post a selfie on your Facebook. It does not have to be in the coach's page, just your regular wall. And do hashtag Team Perseverance, because in like a week or 2 weeks, I'd like to pull a hashtag and see everybody's photos and maybe put them in a collage. I think it'd be pretty cool. So, but they're in the mail, and for those going to Summit, we're going to wear them on Thursday. So again, my name is Dave Atkins. I'm your leader and founder of Team Perseverance. My wife, Kristen, and I are both coaches with our three little daughters. I work full-time. I say this every week with the state police, which I love as a lieutenant. But I'm 4 years out from possibly being 20 years and possibly doing this full-time. So I hope that's an option for me. I'm looking forward to it. And Kristen is a school teacher teaching elementary education. So without further ado, I want to go forward like we always do when we come together this week. I'm really excited because we have a new Diamond coach going to be talking tonight. But first, I'm just going to go over news announcements and, of course, recognition. So hope you have a pen and paper. First and foremost, the summer sale. The summer sizzling sale ends, I believe, tomorrow. Okay? So make sure you're taking advantage of all of the deals on the summer sale. I know a lot of us have purchased a bunch of things already. I got some apparel. I got 2 shirts. They were like $6. Usually I think they were like 30 or 20-something dollars. P90X2 is greatly discounted. Just make sure everybody, your audio is muted. I'm trying to manually do it. But there's a lot of things there. The announcements and what's on it is in the back office under breaking news. So be sure to check that out and share that with many people. Second, PIO is coming out next week. I think this is going to be a huge program. I'm actually looking forward to it myself. Originally, when I first heard about it, I didn't know if it was something I was going to dive into, but I'm battling a little MCL injury that I had for me being stupid from too much E&E and trying to jump rope as fast as I can for a minute while like the liability waiver goes across the screen for P90X3, and I didn't want to wait for a warm-up, and I thought, let me jump rope as fast as I can side to side, and yeah, I hurt my MCL first time, so idiot for that. So with that, between that, and I actually tweaked my lower back last week. I'm falling apart. My brother says to me through text, he says, this crap doesn't happen to a 20-year-old. So thank you. But so 2 injuries. So PIO's coming out. Following that is Summit. We will not be having a team call on the weekend of Summit. And Summit is the weekend, the 21st, 22nd. There will be no team call. I will still be in Vegas or getting back and landing late. But we may do a call maybe on that Monday or Tuesday to recap what we learned at Summit. But that's next week, and I know over a dozen of us are going to be there. So I'm really looking forward to that. On the heels of that, really, really important, for those that are not going to Summit and those that are going to Summit, June 28th, write it down. That is the next Super Saturday. Super Saturdays are given quarterly 4 times a year. Okay, and the Super Saturdays is a time when they're giving in all 50 states throughout the country. Coaches lead the Super Saturdays. It goes over the news and announcement that's going to bring you into the next quarter. I can tell you this, there's always some hidden things that we're going to know about next week at Summit. And I know definitely some of them they're going to be announced. They're going to blow you all away that we're going to find out next week live. So the Super Saturday is going to go all of that, news, details, and there's always local events. So mark the calendar and make sure you get to a Super Saturday. I'm going to one in New York because Carl Deichler is going to be going down to Queens, which is about 45 minutes south of me. I have been hosting, but I'm going to go there because Uncle Carl is coming in. So if you're not at Summit or if you're at Summit, guys, make a live event. You do not really start your business until you go to a live event. And you truly don't start your business until you really attend Summit and see what it's about. as they said this week on the National Wake Up Call. With that, on Thursday, they will be streaming the first general session, which is the opening of Summit, live on next Thursday. So make sure you go to your back office. The links will be there. So if you're not at Summit, I believe the general session is 4 p.m. Starting on Thursday. So that will be 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I would mark it off and definitely try a stream and see Summit kick off. Next, our challenge groups have ended. Team captains, please close the groups down by tomorrow or sometime tomorrow. Everybody should have invited their challengers to be part of our team and be part as coaches, whether it's coaches that want to share it with other people or just support coaches and want to continue that fitness journey. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you invite everybody. I've seen already this week, I thought somebody that 100% wanted to be a coach did not turn out that way, and another person that didn't did. And then they get plugged into our coaches page, and then who knows what's going to happen from there when they start seeing everything going on. And with that, I posted today, make sure that all your coaches are in the coaches page. I know I've heard this week already that some people's coaches weren't in, or their coaches didn't add in their new people. So if you have coaches, make sure that people are there. If they're not plugged in, we're not helping them, and they're not able to help themselves, okay? Last but not least, for announcement, then into recognition, and then into our great diamonds, is our next challenge group starts a week from tomorrow on the 16th. Shana, our diamond coach, Shana Carlucci, is going to organize the groups again, and the deadline is going to be Tuesday night. By Tuesday night at midnight, you need to add your name, and the doc will go up tonight. We will put the document up tonight with the post. You need to add your name and the number of challenges. Please, 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 I beg of you to read the instructions in the doc on how you add your name. Do not comment and say, add me and I have 3 challengers. It is very cumbersome when we have over 200 people we're trying to organize and we're trying to scroll through comments and there's duplication. Okay, so please, please, please follow the instructions in the doc, and it's going to be Tuesday at midnight is going to be the deadline, and Shana's going to organize that. All right? Are there any questions with that? Anybody? Just raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Anybody? Looking through all the people. No, I think there's no questions. All right, so with that, I'm going to get right into recognition. We had another great week. I'm going to get right into coaches that have brought in 100 volume points or more in the past week. And also, guys, on recognition, please, I created a doc for Success Club for June. If you hit Success Club, please add your name to the doc so I can give you recognition that I like to do more of at the end of each month because you guys are doing amazing things. So in the 100 Club, at 105 volume points is Kula Lugos. At 180 is Shana Carlucci. Hold on one second here. Just muting some people. 180. Rhonda McKierney at 185. Brian Laubscher at 135. Joe Luca at 180. Mitch Lusk at 135. Donna Dini at 135. Kimberly Colan, 164. I think I pronounced it right. Elizabeth Mangione at 135. Way to go, Liz. Lauren Bowden, 135. Christine Morano at 180. Trisha Bartley at 180. Christopher Roy at 180. Amanda Landsman, 150. Maria Peterson at 190. Janelle Ocampo at 180. Denise Broxson at 145. Beth Deegan at 180. Sharice LaMonica at 180, and Carrie Keene at 180. Guys, amazing. That is a lot of names in the 100 Club, okay? That's great, great work. In the 200 Club is Kat Doherty. I see her on the call. Way to go, Kat, at 225. And we have Liz Mullenbrook, one of my coaches, at 246. Way to go, Liz. Awesome work. Sharice Nolson on the call at 200. And that's it for the 200 Club. So way to go, you 3. That's just great work. In the 300 Club, we have Samantha Healy at 365. We have Melissa Prasad at 315. Jenny Hall, 315. Way to go, Jenny. I saw you on the call. Awesome. Teresa May, 325. And we have Timothy Christian, 365. That is just great, great, great. The 300 Club. In the 400 Club, my wife, Kristen Atkins, at 495. Way to go, babe. Jennifer Holman at 415, our guest speaker tonight. Remember that, people, success leaves clues. There's a reason why Jen's at 415. At 490, I'm making fun of myself. At 490 is myself in my second business center. Way to go, self, at 490. I'm just reading down the numbers here. It's quite comical. And that's it in the 400 Club. In the 500 Club is anybody in the 500 Club? Do we have anybody in the 500 Club? Let's see. Nobody in the 500 Club. Any at 600. I know who the winner is. No, there's nobody in the 600 Club. So our winner, and I can say this, is my sister-in-law, Michelle Delasala. I saw her on that 720, and I can say when I was playing golf this week, my brother-in-law is like, hey, you know Michelle has like 6 challengers this month? So that explains it. 720 T-Vine points. So way to go, Shelly. You're like front and center on my screen. So great, great work. And then for my self-accountability, my last week in my primary business center was 625. So guys, awesome, awesome work. Amazing growth in the team. And I hope to see a lot of coaches joining us in our opportunity. Great view, Gina. I like it. Outside. I just see your head up. I love to see a lot of coaches come on this week, guys. Our team is growing by the masses, and it's just amazing stuff, and I'm really excited about it. So with that, without further ado, I want to introduce Jen Holman, who's one of the local coaches here that lives near me. That is one of our other Diamond coaches, Shana Carlucci. It's one of her coaches. Jen is a working mom, is busy. She lived where my wife grew up on the same street now. Her numbers, guys, I could say this every week. It's the many of the similar names, and success, like I just said, success leaves clues. There's a reason why Jen went Diamond. There's a reason why Jen made Diamond as quick as she did, and she's leading from the front. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to turn this over to Jen, and I'm going to hit her with a couple questions, Jen. I didn't tell you that, but I'm going to. But I want to make the floor is yours, and let me just unmute you. Where did you go? Uh-oh. Jen, where are you? Did I lose her? Jen, can you raise your hand if you're there? Oh, there you are. You're in the center. There you go. Okay. Go ahead, Jen. The floor is yours.
Hey, guys. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jen Holman. Like Dave said, I'm a working mom. I have 2 boys. I have an 11-and-a-half-year-old and a 9-year-old. And I work in a local school. So I'm pretty busy. And I spend most of my time on some sort of field or in a dojo or on a court with 2 little boys. So I don't have a lot of free time. I always used to go to kickboxing. I loved it. It was great. But then as my boys got busier, I just didn't have time. So around August, I started hearing Jean Marie Cregan talking about this T25. And I was like, no, it's not going to work for me. I cannot work out from home. I was our worst nightmare. I was the customer who just is like, no way, not going to work for me. So then I kept seeing Jean Marie doing well and losing weight and getting motivated. And I was impressed by what she was doing. And then Shanna became a coach. And Shanna started recruiting for her challenge group. So she sent me a message and we started chatting, and I said the same thing to her, this isn't going to work. And she said, oh, no, give it a try. There's the support group. It's going to work. It's going to work. And I was like, all right, you know what? I haven't worked out in like 8 weeks because of my kid's schedule. I'm going to give it a try. So within 2 weeks, I was absolutely hooked. I love it. I did it every single day. I couldn't believe how well I was doing and that I was being consistent with it. And it was all because of the challenge group. And Shanna was an awesome coach. She is an awesome coach. She checked in on me. She made sure I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I felt really supported. So that really led to my personal success in achieving my weight goals. So then all of a sudden, Jean Marie started talking about becoming a coach because she was going to save money on the Shakeology. So I was like, well, I'd like to save some money too, because I knew my Shakeology was going to be coming up, for the next shipment. So I reached out to Shannon. I said, all right, what do we have to do? So she filled me in, and she said, oh, you could make money. You could just get the discount. There's lots of options. So being the kind of person that I am, I was like, all right, well, if I got 3 challengers a month, that would cover Shakeology for myself and my husband. That would be awesome. That was my first goal. So that's what I did. I became a coach, and I started recruiting, and I tried to get challengers just so I could cover my Shakeology. And I was shocked because I started posting and I started getting customers. And before I knew it, I had a whole bunch of challengers for the November group, and I was sort of on my way. And then I was absolutely hooked at being a coach because I absolutely love helping people. There's nothing better than watching people who you're friends with, people who you've known since you're little, people who are your best friends, say, yeah, I really want to lose all this weight. I don't think I can do it. They finally get the courage to join the challenge group, and then they succeed. And they feel good about themselves, which makes you feel incredible as a coach that, hey, I had a little role in this to, show them the way. So that's really my motivation to stay, active. And that made me want to do more than just get the 3 challengers a month so I can cover my Shakeology. That's what made me want to build my business and, really see where I could go with this. Because, the possibilities are really endless with Beachbody, which is pretty amazing. So I really, really love it. And each month now I've been doing, in the beginning, because it was new, I found it was easy to find challengers. But I'm not going to lie, it definitely got harder because, you sort of run out of that initial group of people. So then, with the training, I did the Coach Basics with Dave, and he really, there's lots of videos and training in there. So if you haven't done that, that might be something you want to consider. And I came up with a whole list of people that I could reach out to. And I expanded my friend list on Facebook. So I made sure that I was friending people, on a regular basis and really making connections with people. Because you have to get yourself out there, which isn't always the most comfortable thing to do. But when you do that, you make connections, and then that's how you get new customers, which is what we want to do. So a couple of things that I have found that have been very, very helpful for me is definitely posting motivational quotes every day. It sounds silly. You think, no one quotes. Sometimes no one posts. No one likes it. You think, oh, no one's even paying attention. People stop me at work. I'm like, hey, I really love those posts you put up. And that's really a good springboard to say, oh, thanks. That's really nice of you. What do you do for your fitness? Do you work out? Do you go to the gym? What do you do? And, no, I don't, but I really would like to. So it just sort of opens up a conversation, which is great. I have friends who are very happy with their fitness programs, and they still tell me, like, Jen, I love those quotes. Like, keep them coming. We love them. They keep me motivated. And some of them, even though they're very happy with their fitness programs, some of them do like CrossFit and all that kind of stuff, they've become Shakeology customers of mine. Because, I knew they were very happy with what they were doing, but I said, hey, have you considered Shakeology? Let me tell you about that. And they're, oh, okay, tell me about it. And when I, and told them about it, they're like, oh, that sounds fantastic. And I brought them a sample, and they tried it, and they're like, oh, this is great. So now that's a different stream of customers as well. So that's really good. The other thing is that sometimes, when you're posting, like I said, you don't always get so many responses. So I started really just private messaging people. Just reaching out to people I hadn't talked to in a while, just reconnecting, like, hey, how you doing? And nothing about Beachbody at first. Just reconnecting with them, building up a friendship. And, I post my stuff on there. They see me posting fitness stuff. They see me posting about, how great I'm feeling and how I'm happy about achieving my goals. And that usually leads them to say, like, hey, you look really great. Or, hey, what are you doing? What is this Shaun T thing? And that is another way to kind of open a floodgate. So what I did, I started at A, and I've been working my way through the alphabet of my friends on Facebook and just reconnecting with people and seeing, it's nice to reconnect with people anyway, but also seeing how any of them need my help and would benefit from joining our challenge groups. So that's been another really good thing. But I have to say, with the motivational quotes and just like our general recruitment posts, those are great. But there's a couple posts that I really feel have gotten the most, like I would say, like the most reaction and the most attention, and honestly, the most challengers. I've recruited the most challengers after posting these, and those are the ones where I tell my story or I tell my friends' stories. And it's hard to do that. Like in the beginning, you don't want to put up a picture of yourself and say, hey, I lost X number of pounds. You kind of you don't want to brag, but you're really proud of what you're doing. But, Dave has always said, stories sell. And he's right. When they see, I'll post a picture from last year, I'll post a picture from this year. I look very different, which is a good thing. People are like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? Like, let's talk. And that really opens up a conversation and gets it going and creates interest. You need to create interest. I recently went out to dinner with two of my coaches who are my long-term friends from high school. One of them has lost over 30 pounds. She looks phenomenal. My other friend is down 2 sizes. Again, looks phenomenal. Posted a picture of the 3 of us. I think we had over 70 likes, numerous comments. Kim just became she's working the business now. She got a couple challengers out of it. I got a couple challengers out of it. It's amazing. So, like those kinds of posts where you're really putting yourself out there, like before and after pictures, things like that, that really catches people's attention. Because, putting up a picture of Shanti or putting up a picture of Autumn, they don't know those people. They're never going to know those people. But they know you, and they're going to care about you, and they know you're a real person. You don't have a chef. You don't have a, personal assistant or a housekeeper. I wish we did, but we don't. And if you're able to do it, well, then they might be able to do it. And that builds the belief in them. So if they see that you've succeeded and people that they know, like from high school or whatnot, have succeeded, that will build the belief. And that's what it's all about. It's building the belief in themselves that they can do it. So then they could take that step and that chance to say, all right, I'll join your challenge group. Hey. So, that would be something I would really advise people to do, is to create posts. I use Instacollage. It's a free app. It's pretty easy to use. You just upload a picture and then you can put text on it. So it's, I could do 2 pictures. You could do like before and after, that kind of thing. It's really user friendly. And I think, like I said, I've gotten phenomenal reaction from those posts. So it might be something, go back to your old pictures, find a picture of yourself from a year ago. And then find a picture, if you're going out, especially now, party season, wedding season, you're getting dressed up, you're looking really nice, take a nice picture of yourself and make a side-by-side collage and post it and celebrate, hey, I'm down 4 sizes. Hey, I'm down, 25 pounds or whatever it might be. That is going to grab someone's attention, which is what you want to do. So, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. And the other thing is, once you start reaching out to someone, sometimes someone will express interest and you'll talk with them for a little while, and then the conversation kind of goes quiet. You have to follow up with people. Now, you don't want to be a pain, and it's hard sometimes. You don't want to squish them, but you also don't want to let them just kind of go away because they were initially interested. So you want to keep going with that. So what I'll usually do is, I'll give them 48 hours and I'll tell them, like, here, I'm going to give you this information. I'll check back with you. So if it's Monday, I'll check back with you on Wednesday and see if you have any questions. And I do. Like, I make myself a note. Okay, on Wednesday, I have to check back with Mary. So I'll send her a message like, hey, did you have any questions? If I don't get any response, the next day I might be like, hey, I just want to touch base with you. And then I found on Facebook, you can download these free pictures from like Snoopy and Minions, and some of them are really cute and they have like dumbbells and that kind of stuff. So I'll send like a cute little picture, and that kind of usually gets people to be like, oh, I like that picture. I love Snoopy or whatever. You have to follow up with people. Even if they say, no, you know what, I decided I'm going to do Weight Watchers. I'll wish them well. I'll say, that's great. I hope you do well. You know, good luck to you. But then in a month, I'll check back with them. Like, how's Weight Watchers going? Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going anymore. Oh, really? Okay, well, you know what? I am starting another challenge group, you know, and that really gives you that segue to have that conversation. I actually just got a message from someone. I had gotten all the way through the invitation process. Like, we were pretty much ready to get the order going with one of my husband's friends in December. I was like, all right, good. I got a challenger. This is great. The last minute, she's like, no, you know what? I'm not going to do this. Tried to, you know, we talked and talked and talked. It just didn't happen. So she was going to do Weight Watchers. So I wished her well. And I did keep checking in with her. Like, how's it going? How's it going? And then finally she sent me a message the other day. She said, all right, I tried it my way. It didn't work. I'm going to try it your way now. Mm-hmm. So she actually started the program last Monday because once she decided she was ready, she didn't want to wait for the group. So she ordered her stuff. She got it. And I've been just private messaging her every day to see how she's doing. She's thrilled already. She's like, I can't believe I waited to do this. She said, never in my life would I have worked all day. She's got twin girls and another little girl, so she's busy. And she said, I put them all to bed and I pressed play. I would never have done that before. She goes, I'm so excited about the potential of what's going to happen with this program because I'm so motivated right now. And the group hasn't even started. So I can't even wait to see what's going to happen with her. But she, you know, that's the importance about staying in touch with people. If they say no, you just don't cross them off your list and say, all right, well, see ya, you know. You just want to keep checking base with them and seeing, oh, how's it going? How you doing? You know, did you lose those 10 pounds you wanted to lose? Because remember, you're asking them their goals. So you know what they want to do. Do they want to get in a bikini for the summer vacation? Do they want to lose 10 pounds? Do they want to lose 50 pounds? So that's your conversation starter. Hey, how's it going? You know, you getting ready for that vacation? And you're like, oh, yeah, no, it's not really going so well. Well, then you know, okay, hey, let's talk, you know, and you can bring up the different programs, especially now, like PIO's coming out. I have a ton of people who are really excited about that. So I think that's just going to be huge. So I think that's really good. So make sure you're following up with anyone who has expressed interest in the past. Even if they declined, keep following up with them. And some of them, even who are still sticking with their program, still appreciate the fact that I do check in with them. They're like, oh, that's really nice of you that you're checking on me, even though I didn't go with you and with your program. You know, and they're doing well, and that's great. I just want, you know, I want them to do well. I want them to succeed. And if what they're doing is doing that, then that's great. I'd prefer they do it with what we're doing, but if it's working, that's okay, you know, and I'm happy for them. And I think they realize that it's genuine. I am genuinely happy for them, and they realize that. So that's important. You have to, it's not just about dollars and cents. It's about helping people, and that's what you want to do. And if they get that message from you, they're going to come back to you if they are ever ready to do a challenge group. So let's see. Oh, the other thing is, after they go through the challenge groups, you know, I have a pretty large team of, I've got about 15 coaches now underneath me, personally sponsored coaches. I have a great team. They're awesome. It's really important, once you get personally sponsored coaches, you have to help them, okay? You were new one day, you know, someone helped you, I hope. So someone helped me. I know Shanna helped me, Dave helped me, everyone helped me. I felt very supported, and I want my coaches to feel very supported. I mean, you have to, some people, they have to learn what they're doing. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. I have gone step by step with people. I mean, I will give people messages. Here, send this message. And then they'll actually copy and paste what the person wrote to them, and I'll give them a response. And we'll go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until they've got the sale, and it's great. And I tell them, like, create a Word document with all of these posts that I'm giving you, so that then you have a bank of posts that you can use. And you only have to do that for a week or two, because then they have a bank of stuff that they can do, and they know what to do and how to do it. So it's not that you're going to be doing that forever, but you have to help people in the beginning, so that way they can learn what they need to do to be successful. I actually started a private group of my personally sponsored coaches, and I'll post in there, did you put your quote up today? Did you do this today? Just to remind them, like, hey, this is what you need to do, whether they're support coaches or if they're working the business, just to give them the support. Like, they're not out there alone. They're a team. They're part of our team. They're part of my team, and I want to help them. And some of them have, they started off as support coaches, and now they're like, hey, you know what? I want to do this. I want to try to find some challengers, because they're working in this group with me and with all my other coaches, and we're all talking, and they're seeing how other people are being successful. And again, I think it builds the belief so that they realize, hey, I could do that. And they try. And I'm really proud of them. They're doing really well. And they're doing, I have 2 that are emerald so far. One, I'm hoping to make an emerald announcement on Thursday. And another one is super close to emerald. So we could potentially have 4 emeralds very soon in my direct downline, which is phenomenal. I'm really, really proud of them. And I think a lot of that has to do, I feel like we have a nice network of support, and it's not just coming from me, we support each other. And that really helps people. You want to feel like you're part of something. You want to feel like you're supported. And I just think if you have personally sponsored coaches, you can't just expect that they're going to just do it by themselves and be like, okay, I'm good, thanks. You have to check in with them. You have to support them. You have to say, how's it going? Do you need help? Do you need posts? Do you need pictures? Do you need this? Do you need that? Because they may not come to you. They may be embarrassed, or, they don't want to bother you or anything like that. But you, being the coach, has to be the one to reach out to them. You be the leader and say, okay, I'm your coach. I'm going to help you. We're going to do this together. Because I think if you work together, that's what builds success. And that's, this whole team perseverance. It's phenomenal. If we have a question or anything, you just put it up on the board. Within 10 minutes, you have, not one answer. You have 10 answers. Where else can you get that? I don't think you could really get that in any other kind of home-based business. So I just think that's really phenomenal. So, I'm really proud of having the ability to help people. And I'm really proud to be part of this team, because I definitely could not have gone from Challenger in October to Diamond Coach in May without the support of all of the people around me, and without Shanna's help and without Dave's help. It just wouldn't have happened. So I think because we have this nice network of people, it helps you to succeed. You have to want it. You have to want to succeed. But it really helps you to succeed. So I'm very thankful for that. Sorry, I'm just saying what I forgot. The other thing is Success Club. I have hit Success Club every month since becoming a coach. It's a goal of mine every month. When the first of the month comes, I hit the ground running. I need to get at least my 5 points, so that way I get my Success Club. It's very, very important. That plus becoming Emerald. I became Emerald in December after becoming a coach at the end of October. With that combination of being an Emerald coach and hitting Success Club, I get free Shakeology customers. I get free leads. Free leads are awesome. You'll send tons of messages and you may not hear back from everyone, but then every once in a while you get a Jenny Hall who writes back to you and is one of my superstar coaches. And, wow, if I had not sent that email to her to reach out and introduce myself as her coach, and if I had not gotten that free lead, I wouldn't have this superstar person on my team. So get to Emerald as fast as you can. And one of the key things that helped me get to Emerald was signing up my husband as a coach. So then all I had to do was get one other personally sponsored coach, and then I was Emerald. So it happened. That's why it happened really fast for me. It was about 5 weeks from the time I started coaching to when I was Emerald. I signed up my husband because he also drinks Shakeology, so when he gets a discount on his. And then after my first challenge group, Lisa Marr became a coach, and then boom, I was Emerald. It's getting free customers, free Shakeology customers, and free leads. So that has really benefited me financially, and it's also benefited my team because, Jenny was one of my first coaches to become Emerald, so that helped me to get a step closer to Diamond, which was fantastic. So work hard to get those Success Club points. They're really important. And work hard to get to Emerald. That's really, really important. And follow up with those free leads. And then definitely like stay involved in the different things that Beachbody has. You can do the Beachbody Cup. We did that. It was so much fun. It's a challenge over a period of time, and you can get all these free prizes. We got beach chairs, we got umbrellas, we got towels and footballs, all this fun stuff for free. Like, it didn't cost anything to join it. It just helps you to rally and just really motivate each other as a team and earn more Success Club points so that you can, try to, I didn't think we were going to win because the people who won got a ridiculous amount of Success Club points. But we did pretty damn well. We got a lot of free stuff, so that was cool. So I guess just in summary, just really make sure you're putting up your quotes every day. Make sure you're reaching out to people and following up. Do what you can to get yourself to Emerald and to hit Success Club every month. Those are really important things. Those 5 things are really, really important. If you do those things, you're going to do really well. And, that's what I've been doing. And it's definitely working. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes, it's not always easy. I get frustrated, but we all get frustrated. We're human. But in the long run, I'm really happy with where I am. I've worked hard. I put in time. You put in the time, you get the success. And I think, I'm just excited to see where we're going to go next. I mean, my next goal is now to become a 1-star. So hopefully that will happen, in the next 6 months or so. So we'll see. So that's it.
Jen, holy crap. I'm just going to say that. I'm writing all these down because I got to transfer notes after notes. And I'm like, every vital behavior you hit. And I'm just going to recap. There's a reason why you are where you are, and a year from now you're going to be way past 1-star. I can tell you that. When did you? One question I have for you, and then I got to hit these points you hit. You just kept hitting them, and I was just honestly, I'm messaging Shanna and Teresa. I'm going, holy cow! When was your sign up date? When did you sign up?
October 21st.
And when did you hit Diamond?
May 15th.
October 21st. So you hit Diamond in essentially 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. So 7 months. And how has your income changed in 7 months, if you don't mind sharing? Go ahead.
It's great. I mean, especially now when you're Emerald and then now that I'm a Diamond, I get also that bonus. So there are weeks where if I don't sell anything, I'm still making money. When can you really do not a lot and still make money? It's pretty impressive. Right. I'm definitely covering my Shakeology. I'm making my, got that goal check. But I'm definitely making more.
Yep.
So, it's great. I still want to do more and build it more so I can achieve some more of those goals that I have. But, it's going really well.
There's something that struck me, and I always say is that our system, you start the belief, it's all about the belief and getting coaches to get the belief. And then they'll start growing the business. And you even started talking about building belief for the challengers to get into the challenge group. And that's exactly how we're having amazing success. But the thing that really struck me is that you said that originally, you kind of came on for the discount for your Shakeology.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times do we hear on the National Wake Up Call that, people that are blowing the business up on the National Wake Up Call, I just started for just the discount of Shakeology. So that really, I think, drove home the point of why we invite everybody to come on our team, because you just don't know what we're going to get. We can get another Jen Holman, another one of you, and then with you bring on a Jenny Hall, and I know Jenny's on the call. That really struck me. But a couple of things that really stood out. You hit every one. Is one, consistency. Would you say that's important to you? How consistent are you? How often do you plug it in?
Every night, at least, I would say hour and a half.
Every night, and you're being consistent.
Yeah, I have my iPad. I put the kids to bed, and then I have the TV on, and I'm doing my follow up on my iPad, and just posting and that kind of stuff every night. That's
huge. And I always remember when Sharice first said to me, and it really struck me. And Sharice, I'll never forget this. And Jen, you're living it right now, is that there's no way you cannot be successful in this business. It's impossible. You can't be successful. All you need to do is be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We're all selling the same products. We're all sharing the same thing, the same people. We all start at ground zero each month, and we're trying to hit Success Club. It's consistency. You're on the TV. You're doing your thing. I'm the same way. A lot of times I'm sitting in bed, or if I'm in the office, whatever it is. And I think that's huge with your success. Next thing that really struck me is building relationships first. They always say help enough people get what they want, and you will get what you want. And you really spoke about it. Even people that don't come into our challenge group, it's about building relationships.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to make, you don't want to come off too salesy. So you don't want to just reach out to them and be like, hey, I have something to sell. That's not going to really work. So,
right.
And I mean, you're friends with these people on Facebook for a reason, because you have some sort of connection with them in your life.
Right.
So maybe you went to high school together, maybe you grew up together, whatever it is. So reach out to them. Hey, how are you? What are you up to? You have kids? Do you have a dog? You have a cat? Whatever.
Right.
And before you know it, the conversation does, what do you do? Oh, well, I like to work out every day. And, oh, really? What do you do? And next thing you know, you're talking about challenge groups.
It's amazing. Jen, it's amazing. I mean, you spoke about that. You drove home testimonials. And team, I could tell you, like I say, facts tell, stories sell. And write that down if you don't know that already. Facts tell, stories sell. Saying something about Shaun T and Autumn Calabrese it's people don't realize it, but sharing testimonials, we have them everywhere. Just look at how many people are on this call and your challenge groups. Jen, you spoke about that. I mean, it was just one thing after next. Building belief. Following up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Jen is following up. I said before this call, success leaves clues, and I hope you took notes. And if you didn't, re-listen to this call, because Jen hit on every single point. Following up, helping your coaches. Jen, you said that too. I find that to be huge. So many times we sign people up, and they will say, hey, I just want to be in for the discount. And then we still don't reach out to them or plug into them and don't know that, hey, maybe they do have one or two people they spoke to, and they'd like to make a little bit of money, even though they told us that they just want to be a support coach. And then even those that want to work the business, just remember what it was like when you started. And Jen, the fact that you said help your coaches, you're gonna have huge success. Huge success. I just know it just by things you said. Success Club, hitting Success Club every month. And that's something that I find very important. You're doing that. And signing your spouse up. If you have not signed your spouse up, team, you can sign them up and just keep them there for $15 to help you get to Emerald so you can get all the leads. Jen spoke about that. I mean, Jen, and that was an amazing call. I mean, I took amazing points, and I starred stuff here that was important. So that is just great stuff. Great stuff. I was going to try to say 3 main points, but I have probably 12. So, Jen, that was just
I have 6 pages of notes, Dave.
What?
I've got 6 pages of notes. I could send them over.
No, that was great stuff. And team, I hope you learned some things. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to open up the floor to, I'm sure there's questions for Jen. I mean, my God, she's an encyclopedia of knowledge. She's only been doing this since October. Just remember that, since October, and look how far she's come. Any questions for anybody? Just raise your hand if there's any questions for Jen on this call. Our newest diamond. There we go. I'm going to go to Maria. Maria, unmute you. Go ahead, Maria.
Thanks, David. Hey, Jen. You mentioned that you have like 15 coaches, personally sponsored coaches, and you keep in touch with all of them. How do you do that? I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. I have close to 10. There's only a couple that are active. The rest are just doing the Shakeology for the discount, but I still have a hard time trying to reach out to all of them and keep them active. And give me a little insight on how to keep track of all your coaches and keep them active.
I was feeling exactly the same way. At first, I was just sending like private messages to the little group, and then I would get lost in them, and God, who said what when? So then I decided to start a private group on Facebook, just like our big Coaches of Team Perseverance group. I have a group for my coaches. So it's great because I'll put a post, hey guys, did you put up your motivational picture today? Oh, yep, I did. And everyone will post on it. Hey guys, challenge group is starting on this day. It's time to start recruiting. Here's a post you can use. Copy and paste it. So I give them what they can do. And I have everybody in there. It doesn't matter if they're whatever they call themselves, a support coach or working coach. Everyone's a coach, because those support coaches who are never going to work the business, so far 4 of them have now become coaches working the business because they're doing a great job. They look phenomenal. They're walking billboards. That's what I tell them. I said, you guys are walking billboards. Look at you. You're gorgeous. You've lost all this weight. You've worked so hard. People want to know what you are doing. And that's what they say. People stop them. Oh, what am I doing? So they come, Jen, what do I do? So I'm like, okay, here's what we're going to do. They're going to send them these messages. So I put all of this in that group so everybody can see it. So that way, maybe you didn't come to me with that question, but somebody else did. And it's like, oh, well, if so-and-so could do that, well, then I can do that too. That kind of thing. But I really like having the group for my coaches. And I've actually now expanded it because now, like I said, 2 of my coaches have become Emerald, and several others have coaches. They're just not Emerald yet. So the downline is in there as well, because they're all part of my team. So if I help them, I'm helping, it all works together. If I help them, they help me, we all work together to succeed. I think if you put everybody together, then you don't forget anybody. You don't forget that person who's, just there for the 25% discount at first, but maybe, they may always be there just for the 25% discount, and that's fine if that's what they want. But a lot of people do then say, hey, I can do this. I want to try this. So I think setting up the group, a group for your team, especially you have 10 coaches, that's awesome. That would be really great for you. Because that'd be a nice central location for people to post questions, or, oh, here I found this great recipe to share, or here I found this great motivational pick, It's just a great area to share things.
That's a great tip. Wow, I just didn't even think about that. I know we do this call, but I never thought of having my own group, and I'm going to get right on it after the call.
Awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's great. Who else? Anybody else? Questions? Come on, there was a lot of good points. Shanna.
I don't have a question. I just want to tell you, Jen, that you did an amazing job on this call, and I couldn't be any more proud to have you on my team.
Oh, thank you.
Job. Very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I just want to say, I see a bunch of my coaches on today. Some people who actually, this is probably their first call, and I really appreciate that they tuned in today and listened. So thank you, team, for coming and supporting me. I appreciate it.
It's amazing. Anybody else or anybody on the phone lines have a question? I unmuted you. Anybody? Nobody? You all took the notes? All right, guys, if there's no questions, I challenge you all to take what Jen said and listen. I posted videos before on the coach page. I'm just going to summarize with this. We are all very, 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 very busy. I bet you each and every one of us on, you could probably argue that we're busier than the other person. But the difference is that successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people are willing not to do. And if that means Jen, while watching TV, an hour and a half extra at night to build something that could be her dream, where she's building an amazing team of coaches, where she made diamond in 7 months, and in a year from now, she's going to be blown away by her income. If that's what it takes, and if that means you got to sacrifice a little bit, then that's what we do. I can tell you, life is never going to be where the sun, moon, and stars all line up and everything is perfect. Life is never not going to be hectic where, oh, I can make a super Saturday, or I don't have a conflict, or Summit's just going to happen to be that blank week in the middle of January where I have nothing going on. Guys, you got to be willing to do what other people are willing not to do. And if you do that, I promise you, in due time, you have amazing success. I'm blown away how far it's been in a couple of years. I'm blown away by Jen's call. I'm blown away, with some of my coaches and what they're doing, and all of you for showing up. I mean, look at the amount of people we had on here tonight. So I challenge you this week. Tuesday's the deadline. Get at least 2 people in the challenge group. Not 5, not 6, 2. We have great deals going on. Let's help people. Let's do what Uncle Carl says. Let's break this trend of obesity. Let's help people feel amazing mentally and physically. I know we can do that. We have amazing leaders on this team, and we just saw one tonight. And with that, that's it. Have an awesome week, Jen. I'm super proud of you. Awesome work, guys. and get your stuff up. And next week starts our next challenge group. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye-bye.